I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I'm born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. Yes, I really love my job. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Yes, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. Yeshua, 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 Yeshua. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted.
Hey, good morning, Firmly Rooted family. Pastor Tom, Firmly Rooted Ministries. It is 11:30. It is Wednesday, November 30th. It is the anniversary of the shooting, and I'm changing up all the devotions today. Pastor Grigsby tomorrow is going to back up and take my verses from today and yesterday, or tomorrow, and cover the rest and get us caught up. Sorry, I had this devotion in Facebook and YouTube at the wrong time, so I'm hoping that some people are going to be able to pop in and get caught up with us. Brian Vlaming, it looks like you're the only one checked in at this point. Brian Vlaming's with us on YouTube. Anne Marie, good morning. Glad that you caught up. I was just mentioning the fact that I accidentally put it in at StreamYard at 9 o'clock instead of 8:30, and so all of a sudden I had to pop on early, and a lot of people probably didn't get their normal notice of us going live. Emily, good morning. Good morning. Oh, now I see some people popping on. So good. So yes, I the Lord led me to change up some readings. I read Joshua chapter 1, parts of Joshua chapter 1 with the men this morning. And I want to read portions of Psalm 34 with all of you this morning. David writes all these Psalms, and oftentimes we don't know what the life circumstance is in which he is writing. Doesn't mean that it can't apply to our lives. We just don't know specifically, where was he in his life when this particular psalm was written by him. Hey, Jackie Matus. Hey, Bert Reggiani. But this one we do know, Psalm 34, we know that it's during that crazy time when Saul is trying to kill David. And he's chasing David all around the mountains and chasing him all around. And at one point, Saul gets so close that David actually has to go to a foreign country. And so he goes to the foreign country that normally would be his enemy, and he acts like an insane man just to keep himself safe. He actually is forced to go into enemy territory, people that he's waged war with. And somehow he has the wisdom and to act like some kind of a nutcase so that he might not be seen as a threat. And it's like all survival mode. I can't even wrap my mind around what that would be like. I'd be thinking, God's abandoned me. Why is Saul chasing me? You anointed me king. It's a psalm where everything in the kingdom of this world is upside down in comparison to what God's kingdom is. It's like either God's forsaken me or I don't know what in the heck's going on, because none of this makes any sense. And I don't know if there is a more consistent thought or feeling that we would have on the anniversary of the shooting here in Oxford. So coming from a guy acting like he's crazy because he doesn't want to die and he is forced to go into a foreign land because someone that's not supposed to be wanting to kill him wants to kill him. And listen to what David says in this psalm. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their cries. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut the memory of them from the earth. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. A righteous man may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. David knows that God is near. David is fully aware that in the midst of all of this craziness, God's hand is still there. Somehow he's able to shut off what his eyes see and what his mind thinks, and he's able to see things and see God in the midst of all of the horror, the seeming hopelessness. For a year, for an entire year, these verses have rolled through my head. God's saying to me, my eyes are on you. I know what you're going through. I know what your hurt is. I know what your pain is. I hear what you're saying. I will be with you, and I will cut off the memory of the wicked. I will get closer to you when this gets tougher. And I promise that I will deliver you from this moment. This is not the end. This is not the end. lastly, let me share a verse from Peter's letter. And after you've suffered for a little while, the God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory in Christ Jesus, will himself perfect, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. He's still Lord today. He's still a comforter today. He's still in control today. He still loves us today. His word alone is what can guide us today. I pray that he's close to each and every one of us. And that he's so close to us that he oozes out of us and rubs off on someone else who may not know him as well as we do and may need the comfort that we have, may need a little hope. We are called for such a time as this. I said that a year ago. I said that a year ago tomorrow. That we are birthed and born and left here on this earth for such a time as this. Amen? Amen. Brian Flaming, that verse is one that I used to stay dry when I was in my deepest, darkest hours. Brian, glad we could share these words in deepest, darkest hours is what we're talking about and an anniversary of a horrific event that took place in our community. So thank you for sharing that. All right, everyone. Blessings on your day. Make it a firmly rooted day. And maybe more than one person